Victoria Schweizer with Southern Luxurie, and I'm here with Lee Tripi from Lee Tripi Creative.
Hi, I'm Victoria Schweizer with Southern Luxurie, and I'm here with Lee Tripi from Lee Tripi Creative, and we're here to talk a little bit about what he does and how much I love his work. Hi, Lee.
Hi, Victoria. How are you?
Wonderful. Great to see you.
Good to see you.
I wanted to get to know a little bit more specifically about what you do and your projects and your process. So Lee, a lot of times decorators call themselves designers. Can you elaborate on that for me? Because you're a designer. You're not an interior decorator, you're a designer.
Yes, that's correct. I feel like there are several levels of creativity when it comes to a structure, whether it be residential or commercial. You have engineers, architects, designers, and decorators. And they all have different responsibility. As a designer, I'm basically a creative consultant, but more concerned with the structure of the space, not necessarily the adornment or the decoration of it, which might involve furniture and textiles and that kind of thing. Most of what I do is kitchen and bath design, renovation of those spaces, exteriors such as pergolas and decks and Japanese gardens, and also entire homes. There's a lot of crossover. Architects do a lot of that as well, and sometimes I do fill the role of an architect or a creative consultant. But there's overlap. There are decorators who are very good at designing spaces as well, and I think there's room for everyone.
Right. So where do you come up with your ideas? Where do you find the most inspiration?
Well, first I think I'm inspired by the client. I take a lot of time to understand who they are, and more specifically their lifestyle. Then when I can truly understand what their requirements are and what's going to work for them, I sort of marry that with what I know about design and more specifically the aesthetic that's going to work for them. Because of the resources that are available to me, I just see so many things that the average person doesn't, whether it's on the internet or at a trade show or whatever it might be. Ideas can come from anywhere and everywhere. Even this space is full of architectural detail, and there's something that I see here, that might inspire me to do something for a client. Right. But it's the same way wherever I go, whether it be a restaurant or a hotel or whatever it might be.
Another country.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just always aware of what's around me, and I take it in. It's kind of like filing it away. It's a library of ideas, and when someone says to me, I really want my countertop to be blah blah blah, I say, well, I've got the perfect thing. It
Right.
just kind of brings up that idea that I had seen maybe several weeks ago. So it's I think it's a general awareness of what's around me, and I file those ideas away.
Good. I like that. So Lee, what is your aesthetic?
Well, I'm a modernist. What that means is that the design is usually a little bit more functional. It's intentional. It takes into consideration the flow of a space, and the modernists take a lot of what they do from the international style, which actually started in the 20s and progressed all the way up through the 50s and 60s, which we now call mid-century modern. But then it has changed to this day, but it's really still about simplicity and less adornment. When I'm working with a client, they pretty much know the general aesthetic or look that they're going to have, but it's really based on how they want the space to function. So if it's a kitchen, for example, it's going to be done in such a way that, for example, if they're a cook, you know, I used to be a sous chef, so I've married my experience as a cook with my experience, you know, in design. And so I love working for clients that want a kitchen that they can cook in. Other people use their kitchen for entertainment, but again, the aesthetic, it works for that particular client. It's a collaboration between what I know about them and you know, what I've found out about their lifestyle, and I marry that with what you know, what I know about modern design.
Right. Whereas ex-New Yorkers like myself, we don't use our kitchens for cooking. We use our kitchens for storage for things like shoes in our stoves.
You put your shoes in the oven?
Yeah,
Do you?
in our oven.
I just hope you never have to turn it on.
Nope. I don't think I turned my oven on, my stove on once.
Hot shoes.
Hot shoes. Well, they were hot shoes. They were hot shoes. How long have you been doing this?
Well, that's probably over 30 years.
Oh, gosh.
I hate to put a number on it, but yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, you get to a certain age, you don't like putting numbers on it.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Lee, for coming today, and it was a pleasure talking to you and learning more about what you do, and how passionate you are about it is actually very impressive.
Well, the pleasure's all mine. It's always a joy to talk to you, Victoria.
Thank you. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Not being a traditionalist, meaning
Hi, I'm Victoria Schweizer here with Southern Luxury and
category of, I would say, empty nesters, people that have been